Thanks, JR. Our series Made in Massachusetts continues this morning. All week we've been highlighting companies building things right here in the Bay State, and this morning we're keeping up with time.
Big time, literally. The oldest maker of those huge tower in street clocks, did you know? They're located here in Medfield. So that is where we find 7's Nick Emmons joining us this morning. Good morning once again, Nick.
Good morning. Yeah, again, we are talking about a very cool local company that's doing some pretty amazing things. It's one of those companies where you might not have ever heard their name or walking around, but you've probably seen their products all over town, and they look like this. This is a clock that is going to Millis, just one town over from here, for the Needham Bank. They're very elaborate, very beautiful clocks, and we got one over here going to the town of Milton. But not here. This one's actually going into, is it Michigan or Wisconsin, I believe? This was Delaware. I'm way off. It's confusing because it's a local town. But these clocks are very interesting, very elaborate, and this is how they're made.
For more than 80 years, or more than 700,000 hours, this Massachusetts company has been in the business of time. Harvard, BU, Norwood, New York City, Wrigley Field, even Disney World all have clocks made by Electric Time Company in Medfield.
We're pretty much the largest manufacturer in the world of tower clocks.
Every hour and minute spent here ensures you run on time out here. In the factory, employees craft and cut iconic clocks.
We've pretty much applied modern manufacturing abilities to an old world product.
Interesting. Yeah, I've always been interested in clocks and gearing and all that.
Frank Taylor makes intricate clock parts using a water jet, which slices through metal at 55,000 pounds per square inch.
How long did it take you to finally, get good at doing this?
I'd like to say a couple months, but I feel like it probably took a little bit longer if you ask my boss.
The water jet can cut dozens of parts every few hours.
Every clock needs at least 2 hands, and they come in all different shapes and sizes.
The clocks, some modern, some more traditional, are sent all over the world. This one, when finished,
It's heading to a mall in South Korea.
it's not uncommon for employees to see their work abroad.
Yeah, we kind of tend to point that out. I do that with my family all the time. They're kind of sick of hearing it at this point.
Most employees here have been with the company for 10 and in some cases 20 years. James Gongaleski started just 5 months ago. He used to work at a major car company for 23 years, a job that always had him up against a clock.
I thought it kind of funny that for years I'm trying to beat that clock, and here I am making them.
One takeaway from working in the time business: never be late.
Oh no, you can't show up late for a company that builds clocks. That's a no-no.
Yeah, constant reminders everywhere you go of what time it is. Now, the clocks, they don't always say they're from Electric Time Company. This one right here is something that's going to the University of Minnesota. So some of the interesting designs that you'll see here. But if you're curious and you ever want to stop and see if a clock was in fact made here, you want to look for this logo right there that says Electric Time. I know myself, after doing this story, I've been walking around everywhere I see a clock like this. I look and see if it was made here. So you can find these all over the city of Boston. So that's what we're looking at today here in Medfield. I'll send it back to you guys.
Very cool, Nick.
I love the design part, Nick, that each and every one is so unique.
Right.
They're not cookie cutter at all. That's what's so cool, is that whole design process.
Yeah. Made to order, very
Yeah.
custom, so and beautiful as well, so pieces of art.